Howdy, Joel Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And as you can see behind me, there's the Eye of Sauron. Sauron, of course, is the antagonist in the Lord of the Rings books by our favourite Englishman, Jar Tolkien. He was famous for incorporating the elements of the fantasy genre into his novels in ways that my accent is just not incorporated. I can't do this. Can't do this. Switching to the first person. Too close for missiles, I'm switching to guns. You know, every page on Facebook used to say that at the bottom because it was a Top Gun quote. And then Facebook sold out and they got rid of that. That was when it was time to get rid of Facebook. When they didn't say too close for missiles, I'm switching to guns on every page anymore. In like 2000, probably 5. Anyway, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. I hope you enjoyed my Englishman interpretation of the English language. I was just hanging out in Cleo's base, and I gotta say that's just an infectious way to talk. It terrifies me every time I jump over this, because look at this. There could be holes in this, and no one would know until they fell in them. Oh, I could put holes in this, and no one would know until they fell in them. Meanwhile, in Prank Planning Town, we're going to do that later. I got a plan today that I'm excited about. I want to move forward with it. Basically, you see this awesome map here? Assume I made this awesome map, and then he made this awesome map view and stand, I guess. So you can stand here and view the map and whatever. And that's cool and all. But you know what the biggest problem with this map is? Creepers. You want to look at the map? Look around. Look around you. What do you see? That's right. Your imminent death. Open your copybooks now, and we will prepare to make this a not place where you will die immediately. So what we want to do first is to incorporate some sort of element of walls. And I figure if I make these 16 high or so, that's probably too many. Okay, so if I make these 12 high, then I'm hitting the top of the map. But we might want more map later. So let's go with 14. Yeah, there we go. And I went ahead and I gave the map 2 extra spaces on this side here. And I figure I'll go out another 2 spaces on this side as well. Or 3. 3 is a number. 2 and 3 have a lot in common. They're both larger than 1, which as far as programmers are concerned is the same thing. Programmers tend to think you have none of something, you have 1 of something, or you have an unknown number of something. And that's a lot of somethings. So anyway, what we got so far is 2 kind of tree posts here that make up the outside of a structure. Now, let's say that you like your structure, it's a pretty good structure, but what if you want more? What do you do then? I say you seize that. You embrace that feeling and you do more. You know, it's not enough to just say, oh, it would be cool if somebody would come along and build this thing for everybody to enjoy. You got to be that person. You just got to make the thing. Okay? So luckily I got my feather falling boots here. Ta-da! I'm exceptional. I like not dying when I fall to my near-death experience. So, we're going to take this, and then we're just going to climb up this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the number of pillars we need for this experiment. It's not really that experimental. It's pretty cool. I think that you will like it a lot. It's going to incorporate elements we tried before, like glass. We tried some glass on our gallery build the other day, and that worked pretty well. So I'm going to kind of use some of this glass for the sky here, up along the side and the top of this. And then we're going to use other glass along the bottom to make sure that the creepers don't actually fall, or not fall, like, what's the thing that creepers do when they, like, try to kill you? They, like, jam you up with the blowing up and the explosions and times. You know, that. We don't want them to do that to you. So we're going to add a little bit of blue glass along the top here, because we know that works. We've experimented with that. It's a sure thing. Okay? So then we're going to take this blue glass and go this way, and then from there to there. So it's a pretty simple, straightforward thing. We just need to like stand on top of it and click when it's time to click, and only when it's time to click. If we do extra clicks, the glass could go like everywhere, and that would be undesirable. So we're going to just keep this going in an orderly fashion, only clicking precisely at the times that we're supposed to, and never any other times. And then we will have a perfect tree thing here. Let's go ahead and add another level here, because these trees were not all the same height when they started. Like that one's down in this valley, and that one's up in this thing in the hills. Not that we aren't like hills experts. Like, I mean, if you're a subscriber, you know all about Joe Hills. That's one type of hill. There are other types of hills too. There's mesas. Those are like hills that become plateaus. Oh, hey, is that a creeper down there? See, the creepers are already expressing interest in our map. Those meddling kids. What are we going to do about them? We're going to keep them out. So, wow, is he like sighting on me? Did you already sight me, Mr. Creeper? That's kind of impressive. Okay. So we got our sky part here, which is like the fundamentals of a roof. That's a good way to just kind of... We're just going to jam some extra glass sticking out of the sides of this. Like that part. Good. Okay. Awesome. And then we need some other random pieces of glass. Then we need to fall, not to our actual deaths, just near-death experiences are what we're going for here. Okay, I see that creeper. Until we get our walls up, we're going to need to use these sort of defense mechanisms. Is there a cave down there that still hasn't been lit? Do I have any torches with me? Okay. We can't just have a cave that creepers come out of near our map room that's not constructed yet. We can't build walls to defend ourselves from the... Oh, wow. This isn't suboptimal. Look at this. Optimal's way up there. We are not at optimal. And what is all this down here? Equally bad if you ask me. Boom. Okay, next problem. Next problem is how do we get back out before the sun goes down? Is that a zombie coming out of... there's caves all over. This is a honeycomb of like terrifying caves that creatures can come out of that are not lit. And of course, where's our horse? At no hills, don't wander off. There's creepers here. It's not good. It's not good at all. Okay, so at least we're fast again. We're back on our horse. So what I wanted to do was to incorporate a little bit of mesa in here, which is really hard to do when you're riding on the horse. Man, horses are not good at what do you call that thing with the like building. I guess there's a reason horses aren't really heavily used in construction these days. Like everything, they've gone with caterpillars now, which I guess is good if you want your like construction equipment to grow into a beautiful butterfly down the line, because, you know, horses rarely grow into beautiful butterflies. I'm not, you know, technically a horticulturalist or whatever somebody who studies horses are. Equinologist. I don't live at the vernal equinox. No, the equinox is a time. I'm thinking of the vernal equator. I don't live there either. Whoa, man. Can't just sneak up on a guy. That's why these walls are going in. These walls that will protect us all from, you know, the creatures. So we're just going to leave this here. Because, like, you know, Isuma clearly built it for a reason. Then we're going to have this kind of come over here, like so. And boom. I'm realizing I didn't build a door in this. I'm wondering if I... Oh, good. There's the thing that I can use to make a junglewood door. And so I'm just going to take 2 of these. And now I've got 3 junglewood doors. And a dead chicken. So there's that. Okay. So we'll put the junglewood door... Let's just say here. And then we will put kind of these up here like so. And that's good enough. Yeah. So, and then, let's see. So we got these glass panes. Go away, zombie. It's not for you. Okay. So we come in our junglewood door here. We got our nice little platform. Okay, so next thing. Let's go ahead and wrap up this part here so that my horse doesn't fall out of it. Dang it, horses, don't fall. Okay, so these random jutting out pieces of glass, which I thought were going to be really ornamental and look cool, are actually doing a bad job of letting me do my building for some reason. I don't know how I could have anticipated that. Okay. So we're just going to put these under like this. Now, I'm sure, you know, that some people will claim, oh, Isuma, somebody clearly pranked you by filling your map room up with a terrible amount of glass. But I think it's a perfect amount of glass because I have really poor taste. So clearly this can't be a prank. It's just a very, very poorly designed thing. Okay, so here we go. Get some red layers up in here. Oh, hello, a zombie. I was just making this thing better. In very, very loose conceptual words for, you know, better. Like, very loose uses of the word better, maybe I should say. Like, no one's gonna get attacked by a zombie in here now. But is that better? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm thinking I should probably claim it was an elaborate prank. And that I didn't genuinely think that this could possibly be an improvement. Because maybe it can't be a genuine improvement. And that's kind of disappointing. Because I wanted to make something just so that I could hang out in this room and not get killed. That was most of my thought process here. And the more I'm looking at it now, the more I'm thinking, like, I should just be like, haha, assume I ruined your thing because I'm a bad friend. And, like, not because I'm bad at designing buildings and making stuff. But, like, I don't have a lot of time to record today. And just, I don't know, in my heart of heart, I was like, I could take Mesa glass and then use paints instead of blocks like I did for the gallery. And then just have it all jutting out and be neat and stuff. And then it'll be cool. Because that's what I'm thinking. And this is why writers will make, like, drafts before they make the final piece. This is a monument to what a draft is. That is... Well, you know what? Okay, thematically that works. Look, this is a monument to what the current state of the server is, and it's going to be different later, and it's not going to be the same as it is now. So maybe on a metaphorical level, that was what I was going for. Maybe this is a room that will become more developed as the map becomes more developed, because I knew what I was doing the whole time, and I'm not making this up in any way right now as I go. Did you consider that? Just take a second to ask yourself, did you consider that? Okay, well, you can put your copybooks down. Thank you for considering that for me now. I mean, the horse can't get away. This is a place where I can look at the map and my horse can't get away. That's an improvement, arguably. Not... I wonder, maybe if I increase, like, the ability of this stand to look cool. Like, right now, this stand is cobble. It's just a bunch of cobble. Oh, it's got a torch in the middle of it that you can't even see. I don't know to what point and purpose, but it does. I mean, we'll leave that for, like, historical reasons. I kind of like, you know, keeping it in place. But let's go ahead and improve the stand here, too, while we're at it, you know. Let's just make all of this better. You know, we already made the outside better. Let's make the inside better, too. You know, arguably, because there is a torch in there, that is a case for having a piece of glass up here. So then we'll just kind of put some orange stained clay, or red stained clay, or whatever, right here. Boom. So you can stand on there, and you can look at the map, and you can have random pieces of glass jutting around. Too high concept. Not clever enough by half. Okay. We don't have a lot of time. We got to figure out... We got to fix this. And when I say we, I'm going to make this collectively your fault. If you didn't start watching this video and immediately go, Joe, I want no part of this, you have a part in this. And it is your job to help me fix it. So, first thing, we're going to make more of these glass panes because we're already pretty deep into that hole. So, let's keep going. Okay, do we have any other dyes or pigments with us? No. We have some potions. We have some orange stained clay. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the jungle wood from these pillars here. These are not optimal jungle wood uses. We're going to go ahead and put in the orange stained clay on the orange level, and then the red stained clay on the red level. So then we at least look like we're kind of failing upward generally. I don't even think that door's hinged properly. Okay, so a lot of this could be improved. If I pick this up and replace it, will it hinge properly now? Okay. So we got the door hinged properly. That's a start. Okay, so from over here, let's take a look at this. I know you can't see me cringing, but you have good imaginations, so I believe in you. Okay. So we can double down on the panes jutting out thing. Oh, there's a ladder on the outside here. Maybe I should put that on the inside so you don't have to leave the building to get to it. Well, man, okay, in the future I need to examine what I'm building around better. You know what? We're just gonna do what we can with what we have. Okay, so we got more yellow and we got more orange. So let's go yellow and orange it up, you know? It's like a lemon-orange party over here. And the way that this is set up now, you can't even jump up on this thing. So let's fix that. Let's make it so it's easier to jump up onto this thing if you want to look at the map. And what else can we fix, ostensibly? We can ostensibly fix this to some degree by adding yellow panes. Okay, we can fix this by adding yellow panes over here, ostensibly. So, let's do some of that. Kind of extend it out. Do a little jut, boom. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so then we can take a little bit of orange here and maybe have that orange extend out like so. Like we kind of know what we're doing. See, that looks relatively remotely plausible. What we need to do is we need to figure out a way to make people think that somebody smarter than us came up with this. So then it will immediately become excusable in that it was brilliant. And no one's going to look at this and say, Joe, that was brilliant. But they might look at this and say, Andy Warhol, this was brilliant. Or Pablo Picasso, this was brilliant. So we need to be thinking about that. We don't want to spread the blame. We want to reattribute the fame. Reattribute, not reattribute. Don't reattribute anything. That's not really what we're doing here. Okay. So we got a little bit more orange glass because we have like quintupled down on that by making like 64 more. I guess that would be like hexadeciquadrupled. But whatever. We're not scientists. We're not mathematicians. We don't get this stuff right. We try, but we don't. Okay. So then a jut, and a jut over here. Okay, cool. So the random juts kind of give it a little bit of extra depth. The additional height makes it look like we were more committed to the project than we actually are. The roof still looks really flimsy. I think that's our weak point. And we've only got 26 additional blue things to fix it with. How high can I jump? Pretty high. Okay, not high enough to like use the horse in construction. Oh, hey, we just used the horse in construction. Okay, this is going very poorly, though. Okay. Dang it, horse. You have one job, and that is to make me somehow salvage this project. And salvage this project we shall. Can I jump onto these little jutting pieces? Oh, I should have made these more explicitly like stairs instead of implicitly like stairs, because this is not going well with the way that things are going. Okay, that's banging my head into that. So if I go sideways one. Sideways. Okay. Almost. No. Okay. Well, we clearly need to add more of these over here. So let's just... I don't want to get too close to the map and risk breaking it. So we're just... dang it. We're going to come up over here. on a pillar of our own imagining. Okay. Imagining. Okay. And we're going to add some more of these, like especially over by the posts, to kind of make it seem like more of an archway thing. Right? People love arches. It's like one of the things St. Louis has going for it. So, McDonald's, they got arches too. Big thing for them. Big help. Immediately fall off your pillar. Dang it. Okay. We can do this. You remember a few videos back where I said it was helpful to have a plan? You know, if you were looking for an example of where outside of that video it would be helpful to have a plan, I feel like this is it. I mean, let's look at this. In some ways, the map is so beautiful and awesome that it doesn't matter how terrible the rest of this is. It kind of matters how terrible the rest of this is. It kind of matters a lot. Okay. So, what we need to do, once again, okay, let's clean up. If we remove the cobble, then arguably everything we did here was a total social good. Nobody's going to argue that there should have been more cobble lying around, right? That's not a thing that people want. Okay, so we have our little stand here to like stand and look at the thing. What's in this chest? Yellow stained clay. Not sure why. Okay, that's kind of random. Okay, so if we're standing here, we can see the map, we can see the room, we can see the horse. I'm not starting to panic at this point, but I'm pretty resigned to the fact that we've ruined everything about all of this. Man, I thought like, oh man, if there's anybody who knows about glass mesa style, that's Joe Hills. It's like, no, that's the guy who can conquer death. I'm thinking of the wrong guy. Dang it. Okay. I clearly need a bit of perspective because I've been looking at this too long. So I've come back here to Little Cleo's gate. Not Cleo's little gate. Little Cleo's gate. No, scratch that. Reverse it. Cleo's not necessarily a small child. How's that creeper already here? It's barely sunrise. Sunset. How do I turn my hotbar thing on? No. Where's my one with the bow and arrow? Oh my goodness. I'm going to have a creeper kill my horse. Dang it. Okay. I wanted perspective. I came here to the All-Seeing Eye of Sauron. Because if there's one thing he's good at, it's seeing things. And also evil. So we've got this thing. It's barely recognizable. It's barely justifiable. How do we spin this? How do we attribute it? If we come this way, is it like this bridge? I was proud of this bridge. There's something I built that was good. There's something I built that was not so good. It's okay. Well, what about maybe from this angle? Let's say we come out here. We're over by TFC's house. We're just like, oh, hey, oh, yeah, that's not good. Okay. So, new plan. We've been trying to get people to build stuff in the White District. Nobody has. So, this is going to be a public service announcement. Oh, hello, a skeleton. Thank you for waiting for me to finish that sign. What, why were you so patient? Oh, that's my sword. Don't, I'm not good at controlling video games. Okay, so I got these signs now. When no one builds here, the lowest common denominator does. 0. 0 is a bad denominator. Build here. Clearly, I'm the lowest common denominator when it comes to construction. You don't want me anywhere near your civil, town district. This is supposed to be our municipal pride here. I can't be trusted with it. Other hermits need to step up. If you know a hermit who wants to build something in the White District here, you should encourage them to build something municipal. Build a courthouse, build a zoning office, build something that everyone aspires to, because otherwise Joe Hills will try really, really hard and end up with something that he thinks he should justify as a prank somehow. If I could figure out how this was funny, I would claim that that was the joke all along, but it's not. I didn't come here to make a political statement, but now that I'm in the political district, that's the only opportunity I have to remotely salvage this video. Otherwise, I just need to delete it all and go feel bad about myself, because this is not a good build. I thought I had a few elements that I could really tie the place together with. I didn't really tie it up. I did not. So, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. And maybe iterate. Maybe have a plan, and then make a better plan. I had a plan, and then I made it better, and then I still got this. That's why people iterate a lot. That's why they hire editors to tell them that their original plans were bad. Like, there's probably a lot more to this. I'll let you figure it out. Leave comments about what you think this video was about, because whatever my original goals are, they failed. So you have witnessed the failure. Now attempt to rise above it. I've already signed off officially, so peace out, Boy Scouts.